Hello and thanks for joining us. We have new information in the Bibb County jail escape. Tonight, we learned Tymisha Timley, accused of aiding in the escape, is out of jail on a $55,000 bond. Timley's lawyer's office confirmed that around 4:15 this afternoon. She faces 2 charges in connection to the escape. Anthony Montalto spoke with a former Fulton County prosecutor this evening to find out more about those charges. And Anthony joins us now in studio with more on what it all means.
Yeah, Lori, right now, 3 people accused of helping. Micaiah Williams, Jacqueline Williams, and Tymisha Timley have charges of aiding and permitting someone to escape. But Jacorsha Smith and Janicia Green, the latest 2 arrested, are charged with aiding and abetting. And Timley faces a hindering apprehension charge too. Now, it's a lot of information, but here's what it all means.
Aiding is the same thing as helping. I helped them escape by doing something that helped them escape.
Cohen says the key word here is aiding, whether it's aiding and abetting or aiding and hindering.
Think of it as me helping something take place.
In other words, in the eyes of the law, it's the same penalty. But to be charged with aiding, law enforcement must have some reason to believe you knew about the crime in advance.
A lot of people think of it as a conspiracy.
Cohen says even if you were just there at the time the crime happened, you could be charged. Take this example of a bank robbery.
Because the person who was driving the car drove this other person to the bank, because they drove the person from the bank and they left, they can be charged as a party to the crime as if they actually went into the bank and robbed the bank.
That means they often face the same penalty as the person who committed the crime. In this case, we reported each person involved, from escapee to accused helper, faces about 5 years if convicted. Tymisha Timley's hindering apprehension charge is different, though.
Hindering is, I know it already happened. I'm going to do everything I can to save them, to keep them out of jail.
So, based on Cohen's explanation, it's likely law enforcement believes these 5 knew something about the escape before it happened. But that doesn't necessarily mean they were heavily involved in the planning process. Cohen says even someone who knows seconds before the crime happens can be charged with aiding. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Anthony, for the explanation. Janicia Green also faces federal aiding and permitting escape charges, and the Bibb County Sheriff's Office says Jacorsha Smith will also likely face federal charges.